I'm lying back, so don't worry. I won't drop my phone this time or my
Hopefully.
controller.
I need to do a full track. Just gonna check if
You ever like the reason why I use my phone or my controllers, because I usually sit on my poof, and then sometimes like I lean forward on my poof, and the entire poof like moves forward, and everything just slides off it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It fits it best. Just getting the thing ready. I forgot the audio on my phone was on, but it was an advert, so that was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, we're not live, are we?
Yeah, we are. Hi to
Oh.
Gavra Racing. He didn't know the entire time. Hello to everyone and welcome to Gavra Racing. Today, we're here in F1 2020, and today we are in the Weekend League on a circuit where I did a last lap Lando, which actually my co-commentator today, ND, says that I've done a last lap Lando around this circuit, which is absolutely, I think, 100% agreeable from everyone, but could know we were live, SMH. Hi to NDM gaming, that's Nazi, but hi, hello to ND, and you can start us off.
Yeah, so we're in Austria for round 2 of the actual full season in season 6 of Weekend League, and it is a very nice track, isn't it? It's very, very. It's a hard circuit to get right, especially because it's not really. I think Alex Albon put it very well. It's not about gaining time here. It's about trying to minimize the least amount of time lost. As I just see there a racing point has spun. One of the either Ben Roberts or Isaac Smart. But yeah, there's a lot of time to be lost here. Not really a lot of time to be gained, but it's quite a hard track to invalidate at as well. There's a lot of corners, high-speed corners that you can run wide at. There's turn 3, which is like trying to exit. Trying to exit turn 3 is like trying to accelerate on a non-stick frying pan, which is quite hard. And then you have the last 2 corners, which are very easy to run wide at, and you can, if you just put one tire over the curb, or you put one tire over the curb, it just invalidates, and your entire lap that you've worked hard on is completely over.
Yeah, I do agree. Who was spinning there was Isaac Smart, I think, which was kind of unfortunate for him, as MRCS has just joined. So, yeah, very interesting at the moment as it stands. Obviously, Ben Roberts topping the timesheets by 4 100ths to the nearest competitor, who is second, De Heblerino, actually, as his brother's P3. So the brothers looking very strong around this circuit. So that is great for him. So to hello everyone in the chat and in the stream, and we are here for the Weekend League. But just looking for anyone who's on laps. I'm just looking on Liam now. He's going through 10, but he's overcooked it and has broke a bit too late. Not break too late. He cut the curb on the outside, which makes you invalidate. So this track can be a bit very, very, very bad on track limits. Obviously, turn 1 being a big factor of it, as well as obviously the fast left-hander. You can cut the inside of turn 9. And hello to Remy Ashwin, hopefully that's correct. Welcome to Gavra Racing. So I believe you're a new member, so make yourself welcome. You can obviously join the Discord, which will be posted by the bot we have, so that is great. But yeah, at the moment it's Ben Roberts on provisional pole, and he is now on an outlap in the Racing Point car.
Yeah, his teammate Isaac Smart is also out on an outlap at the moment, trying to make up for that spin earlier on.
Yeah, I do agree. As now, as you can see, both the racing points. I don't know who that was. I think I was one of the Alfa Romeos, or shortbread, nearly ramming into the rear of, I believe that was Isaac Smart. Very close. So yeah, that was pretty unfortunate for him. So yeah, hello to Cash Tangle, Cash, that like with money, Cash Tangle, that's what I call him sometimes. And yeah, so hashtag Team Heblers, yeah, the both brothers are close. So it's looking very close, Andy, at the moment. I'm gonna look at the gaps, and it's very tight by 4 tenths for the top five. So looking very, very tight at
Yeah,
the
very
moment.
close.
And doesn't Black Picks off race ban? So actually, I was about to talk about the penalties. Who the penalties are for this race is Black Pixel LLP2 for the accident with Ike Smart. I believe it was 10 after the chicane. And then Lowline's got an LLP5 for pushing out another car. As well, so that means Lowline will have a race ban, but will be back after the in the sprint race. So pretty unfortunate for Lowline. Black Pixel LLP2 so will be dropping 3 places at the end of the first race, if I'm correct, Gavra. Is it
Black
so?
Pixel's actually gone fast, but Ben Roberts is on a quick lap at the moment, as he almost gets blocked there by Leno. He just got out of the way in time there. As we see Ben Robert coming up to the line now, and he does go fastest, about a tenth faster than Black Pixel, I think. And I think that's Isaac Smart slotting into P5.
Yeah, so Ben Roberts answering back to Black Pixel. So Black Pixel, obviously, yes for race 1, thanks. So only the second race won't be giving him a 3 place group drop. So it's only for the first race. So Black Pixel can still fight for points. But now I'm gonna tell everyone the drive standings. But before we do that, make sure, because there's a big update for Gavra Racing, make sure you actually go to Spotify if you haven't. Search up Gavra Racing on Spotify, as we now released podcasts with 2 Saint Tiger and the X90G, as they will talk about everything in Gavra Racing. So make sure you join them to listen to the podcasts, and obviously we have a podcast coming very soon about a lot of stuff, so hopefully that will be jam-packed, I'll say, with a lot of people. I'm obviously in there, I believe still a third after Tiger and the Scout Dan, but make sure you listen to the podcasts on Spotify.
Yeah, we're just looking at the last few times. I think that's Arpita is coming out of turn 3, is facing the wrong way. It's going to try turn around at the safest opportunity, and indeed they have. So very well done there to Arpita for finding the safest way out of that situation. That's the second car I've seen though that's spun at turn 3. So turn 3's been a bit of a difficult corner for these drivers so far.
Yeah, it has been a bit difficult. So the driver standings, first of all, Black Pixel leads with 33 points. Mikey second with 29 points. Heblerino 27 points in third. Our Pizza has 14 points, same as Moksha. Lowline 1 point down on Moksha, and then Shortbread. And yeah, Shortbread takes 7th. Ben Roberts 8th with 10 points. JB Cyril 9 points with actually 8 points with 9th position. Caflemo is P5. MRCS with 2 points. The Hebler with 2 points as well. Liam with only 1 point finish, and then the rest don't have any points, unfortunately. with Isaac Smart obviously racing, but both were DNFs. So pretty unfortunate for Isaac Smart after to have such good races. But obviously, hello to Simsoft in the chat. Welcome to the stream. But now, obviously, before that, we need to look. I'm gonna look at the constructors. So. It's Flemo and Black Pixel leading the constructors. Ferrari first, AlphaTauri second, then McLaren and AlphaTauri are have the same points. Williams have 27 points with Lowline Mokcha in the Williams car. Our Pizza with 5. Fifth is Alfa Romeo with 25. Sixth is Racing Point with 10. And I believe, and then it's Red Bull with 8th with 2 points, and Renault 7th if I didn't mention it with 8 points, and then Liam with only 1 point, on a single driver for Mercedes, and then it's 10th Haas with Tabby Dopdex and X-Share Marchand rounding off the constructors. But yeah, Andy, so at the moment Black Pixel is a championship leader. As it stands, but obviously that LLP2 can affect a lot in the championship.
Yeah, so Black Pixel has won the first race and is leading in the championship, but that doesn't mean that it's all over yet, obviously, because as we saw from the first race, there's been a lot of challenges, and a lot of people have been competing for that win. I think there's possibly 4 or 5 people competing for the win in the past 2 races in Bahrain. So it really sets us up well, and there's also people very close behind the top 5 as well. So it's going to be very, very good to see this season, because we've got some very talented drivers this season.
Yes, now I'm seeing Lennox actually abandoning his lap. Unfortunately, so now I'm going to go on board with Picto Mix, as he just gone too wide onto 7. Actually 8. I mean, he's just gone too wide on the curbs. I'm just looking who's on a lap. And hello everyone, I have a question regarding it. There's ACC Leaks.
Black Pixel's in the gravel.
Black Pixel the gravel, yes he is. I think he spawned there, unfortunately for him. But I'm just looking for some the drivers on the laps, or on the lap. I'm just looking at our Peter's now approaching, but it's 4:20 here. Hi everyone. I have a question regarding F1. Sorry. AC leagues. Yes, there are. Assetto Corsas. Now our Peter spins out the exit of 6, and that's pretty unfortunate for him. But yeah, there are ACC leagues. Go onto the website and sign up there. There's a lot of spots remaining, as that is, I believe, our Liam just missing, near miss for him. But now we're going to go on board with RP to full a lap around the Austrian circuits, where hopefully he doesn't invalidate, but it says he has invalidated, but let's see. Now you want to go into turn 1, braking just before the 50 meters. Now do not cut the curve as much, and having DRS wide open. He's going to take the slipstream, I believe that was from Liam, and now he's pinpointing through turn 2, a little king to the left. Now go through turn 3, just breaking after the 100-meter board, and go to second, and probably shifting up to third for the traction, and to fourth. And DRS open once again for the Alfa Romeo driver, as now he's going through the small straight where Valtteri Bottas overtook Verstappen last year, if you remember. But now he's got that exit absolutely nicely sorted. Now he's going through turn number 6. And now he's going to hold it, trying to go too deep. He doesn't go too deep, and he's up by 4 100s. Now going through this very tricky left and right hander, which is very, very harsh on the tire temperatures. Now going through 9, he goes so very deep. He still managed to keep it on the track, but very deep, and that could have ruined his lap. And has it ruined his lap? It has, by 3/10. Unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo driver.
Yeah, while you were doing that, I was just watching Isaac Smart's lap. He was doing very, very well up until turn 7, where he just ran the tiniest bit wide there and had his lap invalidated, so very unfortunate for him then. he's up in P6. He'll have another opportunity for a lap. He can just cool down to charge the batteries and cool down the tires, but you don't really need to do that in the game. But it's more a real life thing that you need to do to charge the battery. But you can get another lap out in this game.
Just saw Ben Roberts going a bit too wide into turn 1 on the outside, and not at the exit on the white, yellow, and green curbs, the sausage curbs. You've gone too wide, but I'm not sure if he has enough time. He does not have enough time to go for a lap. But now I'm going to go on board with Isaac Smart going through, absolutely sending it now, throwing the car, and it responds as I thought he invalidated, but he just keeps it on the track. But that improves him 2/10 and goes P3. Excellent job from Isaac Smart. Only 2/100ths behind Black Pixel, looking very close. Heblerino, let's see what he can do as he now goes through 7 and now to 8 and now going through 9. Now he's going to go throwing the car on board with a McLaren driver as he just goes too deep and carries so much speed, and it's sent by Tabby Dopdex as Heblerino actually was 2/10 down, unfortunately. Can anyone else improve? Just looking at Shortbread, he's going through the final corner now and into 5th gear now through the final corner.
Did we catch the Hebler going into P1, or was I just not paying attention here?
Yes, the Hebler goes to pole. Yes, the Hebler goes on to pole position. I believe that's pole. But Ben Roberts is on a lap, so can Ben Roberts respond with another pole position on board with the Racing Point driver? Can he do it now? He's just going to be absolutely giving it everything now. He's just trying it. Let's see, he's 3/100ths up on his time now. He's just has to throw it into turn 9. Can he do it? Let's see now, he's going through 9 now, absolutely throwing the car. They're going through the final corner, just make sure you don't cut the curb on the right and left hand side. But as he crosses the line, he goes pole by 10 milliseconds. That is absolutely amazing from the Ben Roberts. By 10 milliseconds, gets pole position from De Hebler, which hasn't been performing very good on Bahrain, but he's showing that absolutely today. So let's see, can De Hebler try and contend for the win here, Andy? He took a lot
yeah, he could.
Yep. Yeah, he could be in contention for the race. I was just reading Simsoff. He took a lot of curb. Yes, obviously in Austria, a lot of curb needs to be taken into turn 9 and 10. Otherwise, she's going to lose a chunk amount of time. But look at the grids. First to 13, 7/10. As now Isaac Smart, JB Sabril, and Shortbread. Never mind. They I think are all retired. So, but yeah, that rounds off qualifying. Andy.
Yeah, I've got a very exciting grid for the race.
Yeah, so Ben Roberts, De Hebler, and Black Pixel take the top 3. Isaac Smart 4th. Heblerino takes 5th. Solid from the two brothers. Tabby Dopdex as Kevin Lazzo subscribed with Prime for 11 months streak. So thanks Kevin Lazzo for that. As now Tabby Dopdex, Jamie Cyril, Moksha, Shen Marchin, and Shortbread complete the top 10. R. Peter, Mikey, Lennox, Pictomix, and Liam round off the grid for the race. But thank you to Kevin Lazzo for the sub, and nearly 1 year of subscription with Prime, so must feel really special for you, mate. But yeah, I have to take note of that. Yeah, I'll tell you, I'll tell you that like it's very this track is very much a curb circuit. You have to take curb in turn 1. Nearly every single corner you have to take curbs. It's actually very harsh on the control electronics because it damages the control electronics when you're on the curbs. But yeah, Andy, so it's sunny at the moment, so no rain unfortunately. But yeah, Andy, so what do you expect for the race?
I expect most likely there won't be much of a, or I don't think it's going to be between the top two going into turn one, I think. If the Hippler can get a good start, he could challenge Ben Roberts into turn one, but if he can't, he'd most likely try get him with the switch down the straight. I don't think the likes of Black Pixel or Isaac Smart will challenge into turn one, mainly because it's quite a short run into turn one, and it's quite narrow compared to all the other corners. It's quite hard to overtake into turn one. So yeah, but we're most likely going to see a lot of overtakes into turn three on lap one, because it's a very, very good overtaking place. Possibly one of the best on the calendar, actually.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, Andy. So Ben Roberts,
And
he
MRCS
is.
is spun.
MRCS is spun. He's actually. I'm not sure why he's in the Mercedes. Oh yeah, is he supposed to be Mercedes? Oh yeah, he is.
I don't know.
My bad. My bad. Yeah. He was supposed to be in the Mercedes. If I'm correct, Gav. I think he was supposed to be Mercedes because it just remind me he was in the house. He couldn't pick the car. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. So very unfortunate, but still counts points for him. Bit unfortunate for him, but it is. Now we're gonna wait for the start, Andy. So hopefully there's no chaos like last race. A lot of contact and a lot of things. So hopefully we get a clean start off the line.
Yeah, hopefully. There was a little bit chaotic last time, but hopefully everyone settles down now and we can have a good clean race for this race now.
Yeah, Remy Ashwim, very excited. Yeah, all of us are excited because sometimes the weekend can go chaotic, but our Peter and Lennox are the only ones on the medium compound of tyres, so they will be having a big tyre advantage at the end of the race. So gotta keep an eye out on them, as now it's a Mercedes back row, so unfortunately that's not what expected. But MRC is gonna now take the final row on the grid, as now it obviously it's Codemaster, so the lights are actually counting down, but it's fair. So now the revs count down and it is lights out and away we go. The Hebler gets a very good start as look at the Black Pixel, what a start from him as Ben Roberts hits the rear of Black Pixel. He's got damage on the front wing. That is very, very bad for Ben Roberts.
And we have someone spun round. There's two cars spun round there. That's MRCS and Pictomix.
Yeah, not the best of starts for them, Andy, but that's a great start for Black Pixel from third on the grid. And that's Tabby Dopdex, I think, spinning at turn 3. Very often happens around here. Very good start, but Black Pixel, what a start from him, just what it needs. But there's no chance he could get a podium because of the LLP2. But absolute bomb of a start for Black Pixel. And they're in F1 cars. Are they paired up in teams or this one? They're all paired. So for example, I explained it last time, Simsoft. But you just sign up and just select what team you want to be in, I believe. Yeah, you just sign up and just tell what name you're in. But yeah,
You
ND.
have yellows.
Yellows.
I think that's...
Yes, that's I believe Pictomix. And does he have big front wing damage? And I'm just spamming R1 to try and see if he has any wing damage. Just on board with the Red Bull driver, as he has a wing change, but Ben Roberts is not boxing, so he's going to be losing a lot of time. But he's got front left end plate damage, as you can see there. I just saw the. But we not talk about that with you. That it's so bad. It was alright.
Yeah, but I think we should go back to that lap 1 because there's a lot to talk about, I think.
Yeah, I believe it was Pictomix and MRCS spinning out into turn 1, and then I believe what happened to Tabby Dopdex in turn number 3, Andy. I think he touched the curb and just put too much throttle in, and that does often happen. So that that could have happened. I thought Summer in Norway were misplaced, so much better. Yeah.
I got completely Or I literally ate my own words there because
Oh,
I had said, oh, there's a
three
Hebler
wide.
trying to get past Isaac
Um,
or Ben
yeah.
Roberts there.
As he's nearly three wide and they going into turn three between the two Haas cars and the Alfa Romeo. Yes, then Tehebler gets past Ben Roberts and you can carry on now, Andy.
Yeah, but I had, well, we have yellows again, and there's a Haas going down the inside of another Haas. I can't really name them out, but
MRCS.
yeah, it was Tabby Top Text trying to get past XEM Morrison as we have yellows. I think that's someone retiring in the pit lane, possibly. Oh no, it's Victor Mix, I think,
MRCS.
who spun at the last corner.
Picked a mix, yeah.
Yeah.
MRCS has spun at turn three, maybe because possibly done a mistake. But yeah, Black Pixel was flying because of Ben Roberts. Was just holding up the pack, but look at the Hebler, look how much he's closing in already. The Hebler puts the fastest lap of a 105.6. These drivers are giving it everything as it stands out. DRS is obviously enabled. Ben Roberts picks up a 3-second time penalty, probably because of the understeer he has in that racing point car. But Isaac Smart obviously has well the support as now Heblerino's in the racing point sandwich at the moment. Tabby Dex goes to the inside, but Shemach gets a very good exit now. Both of them are going to have DRS because of shortbread, but Shemach won't be able to overtake him once again. But that was a very good start from Black Pixel, but now he'll I don't understand the PM at the end of almost. Although that's just about Eurovision, but yeah, so JMB Surreal at the moment is 6, very close behind, but at the moment it is very close at the moment between the top 5, I'll say. The top 6 actually.
Yeah, and actually, I still want to go back to lap one. There's just a lot to talk about, I think. I was literally forced to eat my own words there, though, because I had said neither Isaac Smart or Black Pixel would have challenged for the lead there into turn one because it's very hard to get a good start and because it's such a short run down to turn one. But I was completely wrong because Black Pixel jumped both to Hebler and Ben Roberts as Ben Roberts gets passed there by Heblerino, so that front wing damage is proving very costly for. It's very costly for Ben Roberts as he just hits into the back of Heverino there as well.
Yeah, I saw Shortbread and Tabby Dobdex having a bit of a fight here. Shortbread getting ahead, but off the grass, touching the
Yeah, and
grass.
that's Isaac Smart getting passed by James B. Surreal as well. And Ben Roberts pits.
Ooh, Ben Roberts pits for definitely front wing change. He probably has enough for the front wing. But yeah, let's see Isaac Smart do now on board with the racing, actually off board with the racing point driver now. Can he try and overtake? Because he get a lot of understeer, oversteer, I'll say. Point voting system, maybe.
I think it is.
As now Tabby Dobtex gets past, but look, he's got no ERS. Shortbread's not going to fight back, but Shem Marchin nearly goes to the outside. RP to nearly.
We have yellows again.
Yellows again, that's MRCS, I believe. But I'm going to watch this fight now. Very tense fight between Alfa Romeo and the Haas now. That's Shortbread going to the outside, and Shemach's going to have to the inside. But it is Tabby Dobtex still having that position. Don't know, speak to my typist. Oh, hang on. That's me, that's a one cast. There's a chat there about Eurovision, but yeah, that's very at the moment, lap one, it was very interesting that Isaac Smart pulls into the pits. Heblerino as well drops into the pits to pit for soft tyres, obviously, unless if just a big mess up happens. But Castangle, your favourite camera view, so you should savour this moment. But as you can see, Liam, look how much he's closing onto our Peter's going to go to the outside. He's forced the long way around to the outside. But Liam's going to hold it. Our Peter doesn't get a very good exit. But Liam, with the support of DRS and the overtake button, he does get ahead of our Peter. And now he'll be looking to maybe get past him hopefully very soon. But Liam takes ninth position, and fun fact is not his race number 9. He's in ninth at the moment, so that's just a fun fact to point out there. If you are wondering, but Shem Marchin, look how close he is. As now
We
that's
have more
someone
yellows.
spinning. That's Pigdamix once again spinning. So he's got front left end plate damage. So pretty unfortunate for him. As you can see, he's just staying there still. He might get disqualified if he stays there much longer. As now he reverses.
I think he did.
As he does get, as he retires, but that actually is a fun fact. Yeah, there's now Liam goes to 7th due to some drivers doing the pit stop, but Ben Roberts is clear ahead of Shortbread. But Pictomix has DNF'd. So if it's manual retirement, then it's on the pit lane. So that's not the best thing. But they're gonna now move on to the drivers. Can they actually the top, maybe the top 2, maybe Black Pixel can do something, but Black Pixel now goes into the pit and switch to the medium tyres, and let's see what can the Ferrari driver do.
Yeah, as JMB Surreal takes over in the lead now, followed by Moksha and then XEM Marson. So those guys are stretching the soft tires out a bit more, so they can have fresher mediums towards the end, which could benefit them as long as they can make that time back up. As Shortbread gets a 3-second time penalty, as so does Pepperino for multiple track violations. And if you're asking Remy Ashwin, if you're asking about the weekend league drivers, I don't have a favourite. I don't think Velocity does either. Oh wait, sorry, I completely missed the chat there. I'm not the most responsive person ever, so I forget things easily. I apologise. So I think Velocity might be coming back now.
As
so I can
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Shortbread gets the outside of Mikey, but I don't have a personally a favourite for Eurovision. But now we're going to follow this battle now, which is for the 11th position. But for Mike is now Liam takes the lead as Moksha pits for yellow striped. As MRCS is disqualified for receiving multiple penalties. He's got 18 seconds. Around maybe 35 seconds of penalties, you get a disqualification for receiving too much penalty, so pretty unfortunate for him.
We have the yellows again. I think that's Alpha Taro. I'm not sure what happened there.
That might be MRCS because he parked in because he got disqualified. But
right.
yeah, it's now Shortbread is now going to be battling Isaac Smart now for the points. Late braking for the I'm not sure what nationality he is in, but I'll just say that's for a Romeo driver. Oh, I meant weekend league. For the weekend league, I'll personally say, I don't want to be anyone's fanboy though.
Don't have a favourite.
Ben Roberts might be my favourite. And the Heblers obviously.
Also, the commentator is admitting he does have a favourite. This does not bode well for you, Velocity.
Yeah, obviously. Now we had some great lines. Italy was great, and Ben Roberts get past Moksha, and I think he just overcuts Moksha, but Moksha will have the DRS now. He's using the overtake button now. He's going to be flying now through the straight, going to turn 4. Moksha's going to go to the outside, Ben Roberts to the inside line, but Moksha has to hold for a single second at the moment to try and go again for a pass of Ben Roberts.
Yeah, that was very interesting to watch there. Sorry if we kind of veered off topic there. I think I got a bit carried away.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, Lennox has just come out of the pits now and is on fresh softs, so they're going to be rapid towards the end now. Our Pete is just pitted now as well. It's going to change off those very, very old medium tires. Going to get some fresh softs on as well. So there's going to be a lot of soft drivers rapid to the end now, which will be great to see. Now we've got the two McLarens running quite close together, so that's De Hebler ahead of Heberino. So the two McLarens might have a fight, who knows, but they'll probably just be regulated by team orders. We've got Ben Roberts trying to make up the lost time from the front wing, but here comes Moksha again, going to go to the inside line. Ben Roberts is going to try to defend it on the outside. Moksha locks up, and he just can't get out. He just can't get through. And Ben Roberts holds on to the P5 position. He's going to try to get past, or he's going to try to get up to JMP Surreal as De Hebler gets a penalty.
More race more than the Monaco race. Yeah, I completely agree. A lot of battles, but JMP Surreal gets 3-second time penalty. This driver, JMP Surreal doesn't get a lot of penalties. I can tell. But yes, De Hebler having the 3-second time penalty can hurt him a lot. But this race, Heblerino as well follows him. But here's the penalty update for everyone. So at the moment, Heblerino's out of the podium position, which is not great. But I believe that's Tabby Duckdex going to the inside, brakes very, very late. So must have had a big dive on and Shortbread got a great exit and gets past. But Tabby Duckdex is going to try and maybe dive it. No, he's going to stay back and try maybe to overtake it, but Liam's going to go to the outside of Arpita as Arpita fends him off quite comfortably, so that is good defending from Liam, but at the moment it's looking very tight for podium as JMP Surreal is going to be tuning in for the fight. As now De Heblerino, look how much ERS he has compared to De Hebler Andy.
Yeah, he's got a lot more now. The Hebler is actually using that ERS at the moment, which is not good for the management there, and he's gonna have to start saving some, I guess. But he's still deploying it, so he's gonna try to stay ahead, I guess. Maybe try to keep JMP Surreal away from overtaking Heverino. Who knows? Might be some team tactics there as JMP Surreal kind of locks up there. So, yeah, Isaac Smart's passed Mikey, but they're still going wheel to wheel. You might want to keep an eye on this now. Isaac Smart's pulling out, and he just pulls back in. Probably the more respectable move, but Mikey runs wide, and Isaac Smart still might have a look through, but in the end, he's just too far back.
Yeah, so JMP Surreal probably will try to look now. No luck for Lewis. Also about Monaco.
Oh, Mikey's quite wide.
As now that's Moksha, great exit from him as he just has a big slipstream and gets ahead of Ben Roberts, but Ben Roberts will he try to fight back as he does not have the DRS, but he just enables it as now Shem Marching gets past Shortbread, but Shortbread, is he going to try and dive into the outside? He breaks early as there is contact between Shem Marching and Tabby Dobdex. I believe Shem Marching broke a bit too late, and I'm not sure what happened there. It was very, very, it happened for a quick second, so I didn't see what happened there, but it's getting a bit fierce between the two Haas cars and Shortbread. It's getting very, very close at the moment. But at the moment, it's now Tabby Dobdex is a 3-second penalty as Black Pixel as well. So that is crucial. As now Isaac Smart it's Isaac Smart spun. Does he have damage? He has M-plate damage. He has M-plate damage.
Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, he's got another. He's been very unlucky. Casteng, we might rethink about that again. Heberino's got a 6-second time penalty, so There will be a double podium unless Jamie Sherrill gets a 6-second penalty. There's only 3 laps I'll say, to go, and it's looking close at the moment between both of the brothers as it stands. As now I'm just looking, is there any just battles? But Lennox, look how close he is to Isaac Smart now. Isaac Smart, obviously with the front wing damage, is going to be a sitting duck at the moment, as he just tries to look, as he looks up on the right hand side, and that at the moment it looks like Lennox has to hold back for a moment. But yeah, now we move up to lap 17, and the camera views, cast angle are back again, so it just looks beautiful, Andy, doesn't it? The Ferrari,
Yeah.
the Ferrari's just going through the straights, just absolutely amazing. And then obviously you could see the Ben Roberts behind approaching Moksha now. He's gonna be 3 wide, possibly, as Mikey just can't find room to go. But Ben Roberts gets past Moksha. Here's more as that's shortbread now. Get a bit of oversteer, unfortunately for him, but it's looking supremely close between the drivers. But Black Pixel looks set for the win, and but the Hebler will win because of the LLP2. So at the moment it's a double podium because of LP2 for Black Pixel, which you'll demote. So it will be at the moment Heblerino and JMB Ciro on the podium, and Ben Roberts with 5th, and then everything else will stay the same. But yeah, now on to the final lap of the race. Black Pixel absolutely flying. He's probably going for the fastest lap. And then we're going to see 7/100ths down. So I'm going to check who has the fastest lap. And he has to try and improve by 4/10 to try and get the fastest lap of the race. So now we're going to go for the leader gaps. 21 seconds, so not Titanic. Let's set to Moksha and then no penalty. Yeah, true. I agree. But now Tabby Dobdex is closing in on I believe that's Shortbread, as now he just goes to the inside, and Shortbread has to concede. And now we're going to look at Black Pixel. Great race today, absolutely stunning pace, Andy. He crosses now the final corner and he's going to wave, but he wins. But it's going to be the Hebler winning the race here because of Black Pixel's LLP2. JMB Cyril will take the podium, and it will be Moksha actually takes the podium. It's a Moksha on the podium because of Black Pixel dropping 3 positions due to his LLP2. So it's the Hebler, JMB Cyril and Moksha on the podium after it is summed. But it is Black Pixel taking the checkered flag and winning here.
Yeah, so that was an interesting end to the race there. I think we just kind of lost track of the penalties there. So, yeah, just lost it. We just didn't realize there. Apologies for that. Probably should have checked the penalties. We'll do that for next race. We apologize again.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a great fight. Great fight for the win. Ben Roberts unfortunately the 6th place, but Black Pixel wins. But he'll get demoted to 4th. After the LLP2 penalty. So it's Black Pixel, the Hebler, and JB Cyril for the podium. Moksha, Heblerino, Ben Roberts, Mikey, Shortbread, RP to Shemarchin takes the top 10. Shemarchin, I believe, first points for him. Great commentary, boys. Wait for a minute, Remy Yashwin. There's one more race to come. That's the sprint race. So Isaac Smart takes 11th, unfortunately missing out on the top 10. Lennox 13th, Tabby Topdex 13th, Liam 14th, and then it's Pictomix and MRCS missing out on the race finish and DNFing. But do not leave. There's one more race to go. Hopefully everyone has stayed. But yeah, everyone, um, there's one more race to go. So yeah, now we're gonna be doing a bit of a debrief after the race. But Andy, so obviously the race was absolutely amazing. Great battles, great drives from everyone. To be fair, obviously
Yeah.
the two Haas cars and Shortbread, they were having a very titanic battle. You speak Shem Martin. Shem Martin even was the title says Castangle. I I don't know how to say. Well, he's Dutch, so you should know how to pronounce it. But yes, now everyone's gonna be readying up. But indeed, that was a great race from everyone.
Yes, very, very nice race to start off with. We'll hopefully have another good race to follow. So, yeah, we're going to go into one-shot qualifying now, which will be obviously quite difficult for some drivers because you can invalidate very easily, which I always say you should maybe ease off during the lap, I guess. So you can guarantee that you have a lap time in rather than crossing the line and maybe invalidating your lap and starting at the back, which is very, very unfortunate.
Good work, guys. Thank you, Simsoft. We have one more. We have a one-shot qualifying and the race. So, everyone, that will be happening right now. So, that's sprint race. But we're now gonna go on board with one of the drivers and talk about that. What I would prefer, so you guys can learn a bit. But now as everyone's going to get ready and we can start the one-shot qualifying. Hopefully everyone won't invalidate. But this track is incredibly common when it comes to invalidation. So hopefully, at least, I'm not sure, but hopefully everyone comes safe. But now everyone's going to be readying up and starting their laps, selecting their setup, selecting maybe their compound of choice, soft or mediums is their choice. But now we're going to start now very soon. Just have to wait for Black Pixel and MRCS as I've started to lose my voice a bit. But it's going to be Moksha now. He's going through now over 300 kilometers per hour. Now going through turn 1, brake around the 100-meter board. Didn't cut that a lot, so so he's got turn 1 safe. But now he's going through over 325 kilometers per hour. Now going to turn 3, brake around the 100-meter board, and now you've got to go to third and rising up the gears with DRS wide open. Now he's going to go to the down the straight now, going a bit slightly downhill and braking just about 100-meter board, go to third and then going up the gears, short shift out to fourth for Moksha. And now as he goes through turn number 5 as MRCS got disqualified for parking in a dangerous location, but Moksha is thrown on the racetrack now, going through 6 now. He's absolutely sending it right now. Now you want to use brake just before the 50-meter ball. Use the curve on the right-hand side and the left-hand side slightly, and then use the curve right-hand side, left-hand side, and with DRS open to cap off the lap. But it is Ben Roberts, a pole position. Look on this score, then you can learn it.
Yeah, great qualifying, I guess.
Wait, one sec.
Cut out there. Well, do you want me to go through the grid while you?
Alright, Ben Roberts, Lowline, Isaac Smart, the Hebler, Moksha, Heblerino, Shem Martin, James Rule, Tabby Top 6, and Shortbread take the top 10. Ben Roberts for pole position once again, so great from him. Missed out on top 10 is Liam Mikey. Not great performance for him, but he's obviously starting the mediums, so that's the reason. RP to and then Black Pixel, RP to MRCS, Black Pixel picked the mix, and who else was that? I'm just quickly checking. I forgot that, but yeah, but Seam and Castangle just told me how to translate. Seam Marchin Is that correct? Just let me know,
Yeah, I
Cass.
think.
See Martin. It just sounds. But now the race will come. So sunny once again, no rain. It's just oh. Well, I'm not being like a person which just a lot hates the dry, but the rain just increases the chaos and the fun around this circuit especially. But yes, and the start will come again, Andy. So yeah, so as you can see, Low Lion back in the car.
Yeah,
Sem. Martin is pronounced in the French manner. Thank you, but Sem. It sounds so strange though, but yeah. And you can continue.
no, I didn't really have much to say. I was just saying that we're going for the formation lap. We can see the predictive strategy, which is obviously the same to the last race because we're doing the same number of distance. The grid is a little bit shaken up, but it's kind of relatively the same. But some drivers are lower down where they were in the first race. Some drivers are higher than they were in the first race. So it's gonna add a thrill to it then that everyone is on and like. Sorry, I'm losing my words, but
Yeah, it's fine,
it's
mate.
just it's just added everyone into the mix.
Sup, Mike Marshall. Yeah. So if I just say Sem, then I'm just gonna be like, oh, who is that? So I'd say Sem Martin. Martin. But yeah. Now we're gonna not focus on that anymore because now the race is here, so we have to focus on that. And yeah, hopefully the race will be interesting like last time out. And yeah, so Lowline, can he return to glory once again? Obviously, having the LP5 banned him for the first race and the qualifying, so pretty unfortunate for the British driver. And he will now start second, so both a redemption for him, but the light's gonna start counting down. So obviously it's Codemasters, so the light actually count down, but the revs don't rise. But we're seeing it in telemetry now as they are rising up the revs and the engines, and it is go go go. It's lights down, away we go. Lowline doesn't get a very good start as Ben Roberts gets a decent start. That's Isaac Small. I nearly collided. As that is nearly 3 wide, I believe. It's 3 wide. And that's Mercedes, I believe, of Liam going onto the grass. It's 3 wide into turn 3. It's nearly 3 wide. It's between. What is going on at the moment? A lot of contact between the drivers at the back. It was chaotic, but Bloodline takes the lead into, but Benron's going to go to the inside. Low Lion is so close, but just couldn't get it. Ben Roberts hangs on to the lead just. As now that's Pictomix spinning once again. Unfortunate for him, but that was a lot of contact between, and that is, I believe, MRCS with wing damage. It's actually not. I think it was Liam with the front wing damage, and there's someone coming in for the pit stop. That's Shortbread coming to the pits, as well as JMB Surreal, and they're gonna probably be pitting for the mediums or for the hards. As now there's yellow flags once again. That's Pick the Mix again, as now he comes into the pit for his JMB Surreal has damage, so that's probably why. But very clean start at the moment, but now the Black Pixel's got to go to the outside with Terry Doppler's having wing damage as Black Pixel gets squeezed, but now he's going to use overtake, and now he's going to pull out to the outside actually, where a lot of the driver ahead does, but now they touch as well, as there's both contact, but not much contact or damage done to both of them, but Tabby Dupdex has damage, and that will affect him a a lot. So now let's see what can Black Pixel do now. He's not going to obviously send it here. He's probably going to send it to the final corner, Andy. But very clean start at the moment. As now that is Black Pixel nearly getting, and now he's just behind. But Black Pixel will have the DRS, and they're just going to try and look for them pass.
Yeah, so kind of settling into the race now, I guess. But it's been good for the 2 racing points so far. So they're kind of getting what they deserve now, I guess. They've been very unlucky in the first few races, and they're finally getting into the races. Low line goes for a move on Ben Roberts, who will just have a quick look there. It just pulls out at the end there, and we have yellows at the back as well. That's a Mercedes, I think. I'm not too sure who that is, but it's a Mercedes nonetheless. I can tell you that, but it's gonna get very tasty for the fight at the front.
Velocity, your favourite board, Ben Roberts leading the race. Yes, Ben Roberts, he's leading. But obviously Isaac Smart pressurising him, but he obviously has already a penalty of 3 seconds. So as now Tabby Dobdex pulls into the pits, but that is because of his wing change. So if he didn't have damage, then that'll be kind of not a good decision. But it was Liam spinning to turn 3 ND, probably doing the same. But yeah, Tabby Dobdex pitting for new front wing and for hard. So you really don't want to have any punctures or anything at the end of the race. But as that's Isaac Smart, go to the outside of low line, could get the move done. He's trying, but now they're wheel to wheel now. This is a great battle between the both of them. Now they're wheel to wheel, side by side through turn 6 and now to turn 7, and now going through turn 8. Isaac Smart takes second, and it's a racing point 1-2.
Yeah, so great for them at the moment now. They've really been getting into this race now, going very, very well for them. I don't want to put a commentator's curse on them, so I'll hold back for now.
Yes,
but yeah, brilliant for them.
Yeah, I agree. No commentator's curse because it can happen sometimes, but yeah, hopefully that won't happen. But at the moment it's looking a bit. Do you think the brothers have the podium once again? I think they will. They will try and their best to try to possibly battle for the podium. Obviously, low lines now dropping back a little bit. No ERS for him. With both racing points, it's Isaac Smart. He's made a mistake. That is big. That's big for the Isaac Smart. He overshot it, and he now has big tire temperatures. And I saw him go to turn number 5, and he just broke too late and gone to the gravel. But look, but that is not good for Isaac Smart now. That's so unlucky for him. Unfortunate for the British driver. Couldn't handle the pressure. Yeah, he probably was kind of similar to pressure that MRCs goes very wide, as I just saw. Now the Hebler is now going to go to the outside of that is low line now. Can the Hebler try and get the position now? Goes off the track, but if they're still side by side, Lona has no ERS, but look at the ERS the Hebler has, but he gets ahead comfortably into turn, but he goes very deep, and now on low line, can have the opportunity as he spins. He has damage on the right hand side. This is absolutely crazy at the moment. First of all, it was Isaac Smart having a big crash. It made mistakes. Madness at the moment. Absolute calamity for these drivers. So unfortunate for Lowline, but it's a podium for the brothers. And as I just Heblerino gets a 3-second penalty and goes into the pits for probably a new fresh set of soft tyres. But it's Ben Roberts leading at the moment. Very fierce fight for the podium.
Yeah, so that's very unfortunate. We've had two drivers who've been struck by a bit of poor luck now, so they're going to try redeem their race if they can. Hopefully they can. They've been very rapid so far, so they will have the pace to do so. It's just a matter of time. They have 11 laps, so hopefully they can get up and get back to where they were. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, true. And yeah, Ben Roberts has got a bit of a comfortable gap behind him, so as Boxer pressurizing the Hebel now by 4/10 of a deficit. So Boxer might be trying to ruin the parade for the podium for the brothers, but obviously they both will be after the sum of the actual race. But Moksha, I believe, gets second as Ben Roberts pulls into the pits, and the Hebler's new race leader. But a quick fact here. So when the Hebler got past Low Lion, before the calamity for him, he has 50% ERS and he's already on 15%. So not the greatest thing for the Hebler. So it just assumes he loves using the ERS. As now the Moksha is looking to the outside, he's just sitting back and trying to look for the ideal time to try and get past the Hebler.
Yeah, so so the race is just getting into the mid stage now. We're coming up to pit windows now.
Yeah,
as actually, speaking of which, De Hebler and Moksha are in, as Black Pixel also continues down the road. So they're gonna, the two that I've just put it there are gonna put on the medium tires, gonna go to the end, I assume.
You can see marching. I hope I've said that correctly. Can he try and get a podium, because he was running, I believe, 6th or 7th or 5th. So he's very high running at the moment. As now that's an AI car, I believe that's Liam. Yes, that is. Running in that AI car. As that's someone pitting, I believe. That was for a front wing. That's MRCS. Yeah, that was MRCS pitting for a new front wing for him. So as now Shem marching, look how close he's to Black Pixel. So this is looking like a very interesting. Black Pixel doing another good race. Yeah, he is. But it's sector flags. That's a Renault. That's I believe JB, not JB Cyril. I believe that is JB Cyril. And you're checking the stream now. Yes, it was JB Cyril spinning. Shem marching, looking fast. As now Shem marching goes into the pits and pits for fresh soft tires, mediums actually, and we'll try to get now try and possibly undercut Black Pixel and Mikey. So but Ben Roberts looking like the net race leader at the moment, unless he just makes a mistake and it'll be all over for him. But he looks on course for the race win as it stands, as James Rowe pulls into the pits. I believe it's just for fresh soft tyres. This man will be a rocket now, and will possibly try and get something out of these soft tyres.
Yeah, gonna try to do their best now. As Black Pixel pits now as well. I saw them there taking a bit of an awkward line going into the penultimate corner there. But they're just coming into the pits, which is the normal racing line for the coming into the pit lane, and Mikey follows them in while Arpita is going to go for at least another lap on those old 10 lap old soft tires. So I've noticed a lot of people have been stretching the softs out, as actually Tabby Top Tex and Pictimus are both on the hards. So they probably pitted early, or maybe just prefer the hard tires. Sometimes the hard tires can be better, because they get less heat into them, and the less heat you get into them, the less they overheat, which is always good. But yeah, we've only got 7 laps left of this race, so drivers are who want to make up positions are gonna have to get their foot down now.
Yes, as sure, Lowline takes ninth position from Shortbread, but Shortbread has the DRS. Great slipstream now. You have a great helicopter view now as Shortbread goes a bit too deep as they bang wheels. Lowline goes ahead, and now we're looking at Castangle, another helicopter view for you. Absolutely stunning views. But now our Peter pulls into the pit, and now Shortbread will try and now try and fend off Isaac Smart, but yeah, I want to see what can JB Surreal do. Obviously he's 8/10 behind MRCS, so he'll be trying to look for the move as now Heblerino jumped the Hebler. The Hebler's ahead of Heblerino, so maybe when you saw that he jumped, and maybe he passed Heblerino, but Isaac Smart now gets past Shortbread and moves himself onto the point, as now he's obviously puts it on. But our Peter now takes 8th position, sends Lowline wide, but Isaac Smart takes the opportunity and now is now gaining on Shortbread. But that's a big dive from our Peter as he spins round. That was a enormous dive, and I believe Shortbread has got damage to the front wing. Yes, he does. Our Peter, a very aggressive dive from the Portuguese driver, and the stewards will definitely have a look on that one, because that was very aggressive and there was a big dive bomb, which will definitely be looked by the stewards, as yes, he has damaged, as that is a Mercedes going slow. That was MRCS going slow. He damn it, yeah. It'll be definitely looked by the stewards as Shortbread pulls into the pits, but Ben Roberts, the one with a comfortable lead, as that was kind of not a good move. But
Oh, look at that! That's Lennox, who went for a very audacious move there on Tabby top decks, and our Peter slides through there. I just saw that there. Lennox he touched the grass there. As look here now, there's our Peter trying to go around the outside of Tabby top decks. Going to try to get the switchback now. It's a better exit now. They're going to go wheel to wheel into turn 6. Is either any of them going to pull out? Yep, this Peter's out there. Tabby top decks runs wide, and our Peter's just going to still hang on in there as he just taps the back of him there. So this is getting very interesting now. But going back to Lennox there, I just saw him. He'd gone. He was trying to get past Tabby top decks, ran quite wide there, and touched the grass and nearly spun and caught it very, very well, and got overtaken by Arpita, as Arpita is going to line up for a move on Tabby top decks on the straight now.
Yes, Lennox and Arpita has like black pixel. Someone spawned. I'm not sure who that was. But someone has spun, and now our Peter goes wide. There's now this yellow flags. That is a Ferrari of Black Pixel. It is Black Pixel. That is crucial for the championship, as Ben Marcis gets disqualified once again for receiving multiple penalties. Pretty unfortunate for him, so that's why his yellow flags in the first sector. So MRC has double disqualification for the Mercedes driver. Mercedes as a not doing the best at the moment. Not very good. Very good round for them. But that was Black Pixel spinning. This race is insane. Crazy race at the moment. But our Peter now is slipstreaming the rear of Tabby Dock Decks, and he's got to just try and look for the move. And now we'll possibly try and look for the move now. Not using any ERS, so he's very confident that he might go for the move. But Mikey is for the move, as now he gets ahead of that is Moksha. And Heblerino's getting now threatened by Mikey. This man is flying now because he's on the soft tyres. So Mikey must have done a very good stint on the mediums, Andy. So so this race could have not been more interesting. So now this man will be the man to watch for the entire race in this Cosmos helmet and in an AlphaTauri flying, but Moksha is behind as now Mikey picks up a 3-second time penalty. So now let's see what Mikey can do. Is he going to try and send it to the inside? But he's a bit too far. He's going to try and go round the outside, maybe go for the switchback. But he's too close to do it. But now he's going to have the DRS wide open with the overtake. Heblerino's got no ERS as now Mikey gets ahead into the braking zone, but the Heblerino actually tries to fight back, but has to just take away and has to concede the position as Lennox now gets ahead as Lowline as well now as they go wheel to wheel as they both collide once again, but hopefully they don't now get a big crash as Isaac Smart gets a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Lowline. So unfortunate for both of them. Isaac Smart retires manually as well, so he retires. Wretched race once again. So annoying for for Isaac Smart. 2 DNFs in Bahrain and 2 DNFs in Austria. I believe, I'm not sure if he did get DNF. I just quickly forgot, but fortunate. What was the Williams doing? I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure. The Williams he squeezed a lot. What a race! Yeah, the race, bit of contact, but still great racing and chaos. So, but yeah, Heblerino has actually gone down to 5th, but not the best day as in the office for Isaac Smart once again.
Yeah, so unfortunate for him. He's really been. He shows he has the pace. He shows he has the ability to go up and possibly even take a win and be up there with the front runners. But he's just been so unlucky with the incident. He might have maybe made a mistake or two, and he might have also maybe come into contact with a couple of drivers and has had racing incidents. So it's been very, very unfortunate for him. And now it's Ben Roberts, the lone racing point in the race now.
Yeah, but our Peter now has now is trying to get, but it's the final lap now. So Ben Roberts, not the best final race, first race for the British driver, but he will come home with an excellent finish, and it's going to be his first race win here in the Weekend League for Season 6. He comes back on a high note and secures the win. He wins here in Austria for the sprint race with the fastest lap, I believe, if I'm correct. But I'm just quickly looking, and James Rules actually got the fastest lap. So, but it is Mikey on the podium, and that is a great result from Mikey, and that is amazing. 2 podiums at the moment, and Shane Marchand takes P5. Well done to that man, taking his one of his first points finishes and his best position, I believe. So great job from Shane Marchand. Well, good P2 Moksha. Yeah, Moksha, great job from him as well. Mikey just 1/10 shy of P2 after the penalties, but what a race this has been.
Yeah, brilliant race. Full of incidents, full of overtakes, and we're really being treated for this season of the Weekend League.
Yeah, the Weekend League never fails to impress us. So, yeah, this race were fire. Yeah, absolutely amazing. The drivers were. There was a lot of challenge going on. There was a lot of drivers making a lot of mistakes, which was not the best for them. But a big action. But Ben Roberts, his first win of the season. Well done to him. Moksha with Peter, I believe his first podium in the Weekend League for Season 6. Absolute fire, Castangle, yes. as Mikey takes third, the Hebler fourth, Shem Marchin, well done to him. Excellent result. Heblerino takes P6. Black Pixel, R. Peter, Lennox, and Jamie Street complete the top 10. And missing, unfortunately, on the points is a Tabby Dopdex low line again. Wretched race for him as well. Shortbread picked the mix. Liam and then Isaac Smart and MRCS are the retirees and the miss outs on the top 10. But that was a very good race. So I believe the biggest winner was Mikey. Great strategy, great pace from that driver. He nearly got it, but unfortunately did not take second due to the 3-second penalty. He did a final one at 10-1, but well done to Shen Marchin as a finally. Yeah, Shen Marchin did amazing today, and hopefully he'll do much more better. But yeah, thank you everybody. But yeah, that was a great race, and to be honest, that was amazing.
Yeah. Commiserations to everyone there. Very nice job from everyone.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. But no main leagues because all of them have finished. So all league have finished, so they'll be moving on to F1 2021. But there will be events such as one-off events and the Golden Crown event, which is for Elsie and Andy. ND. It's just N and the D. Power couple. What a power couple.
I've never been referred to as Andy before.
Andy. It's ND. But yeah, that was great. But yeah, join us. There's no big events, but there will be some definitely maybe this week. And yeah, it will be kind of empty now from the content. So yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed the stream. Join us next week. I will be away, unfortunately, in Manchester, so I won't be commentated, but it will be you, ND, and Byron taking you there for the weekend league for round 3, and I'll be back for round 4, so don't worry. It's just for the weekend. But goodbye everyone. You'll always be Andy for me. we have a new nickname for you now, I think, Andy. But great race. Thank you to everyone for watching the stream. Thank you to Gavra, and we'll see you everyone next. I'll see you for me in 2 weeks. But I'm not sure what the next round is. I'm just quickly gonna have a quick check. And yeah, that was great racing from all the drivers. And Andy, it was great. Thanks for joining in, and it was great to commentate alongside you. But next race will be the British Grand Prix, the Silverstone to be for short. But and then it will be Japan and then USA to close out the championship. But it's looking very fierce as it stands. So hopefully, hopefully the round will be chaos. Next time, hopefully I will be watching from Manchester ND, so don't worry. But but yeah, it's a goodbye from me and ND, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow and not tomorrow. Next week, yes. My bad. But yeah. Goodbye everyone, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.